No, they can't get you back. No, no, they can't. No, they can't. No. Oh,
Yo guys, what's happening? It's Arsenal versus Chelsea. I'm quite early today, so it's about 11:30. I've just parked my car up and the game's going to start in about another 2 hours. So it's not another hour until team sheet. I just thought I want to give you my thoughts. Now straight off the bat guys, we need a win today, man. 1-1 against United, 0-0 against Forest, and then losing 1-0 against West Ham. And that was obviously all after the Moreno 2 goals up Leicester. So we got a lot of work to do, man. We need to show and prove today and get back on track, because we've been letting Forest come back at us. Man City is really offering no threat behind them, but we've been letting Forest get back into the game. At one point we were 6 points ahead of them. It's a point now, and obviously we got this game in hand, so we have to win. Just to let you know my prediction straight off the bat, I'm going for a 2-1 Arsenal win today. Just think we have better options with Martinelli now. We start to do a little bit more things that we can. Raheem Sterling can't play because of the loan rules. So a lot of things happening today, guys, where we can start to move some pieces around. I think Miles Lewis-Skelly will play today to the back four. The team should pretty much set itself in. So Thomas Partey, he's been rested for a while, so he'll be there today. They're going to start with Thomas Partey in the midfield with Odegaard and Declan Rice. Declan Rice's form of late has been nothing short of fantastic. And I really hope that he has a strong game today at home. Looking for a banger from him. But it's really, how are you going to use Martinelli? Are you going to put him as a striker? Are you going to put him on the left and then put Trossard in, or are you going to put Trossard on the bench and then put Moreno in the middle and put Martinelli in? Now Martinelli, they've really actually started games, Ben White and Martinelli, since their injuries, which probably tells you a little bit about the direction they're going with Saka when he finally gets the go ahead. And by the way, the news that I've got on him is he's been given the all clear by the medical team, which are my sources, and the delay now that you're seeing is solely come from Mikel Arteta. It's nothing else. Anything as far as the doctor sign off, that's done, that's over. So the only thing that we're seeing now in terms of the pace and the time and availability, that's all coming from Mikel Arteta. So whether he does a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, that's down to the boss. And I would expect that the boss would not be, how shall I say, overly desperate to put him in, because he has some big games he's looking forward to in terms of Real Madrid. So you know that's 3 weeks away, so you can take your time with that. He was scheduled to come back today, Bukayo Saka, but that's probably not going to happen now. So that means that you have the international break and there's no rush to put Saka back. So I will leave that in Mikel Arteta's good hands, and he will manage it as he sees fit. But as for today, guys, Cole Palmer was ill over the last few days. And overall, I think it's going to be 2-1 Arsenal, because I think there's going to be a couple of goals in it. And the main reason for that is Chelsea don't play with a low block. Chelsea are a very attacking team. Sanchez doesn't really like to mess around with that. You know, they play one way. They're not a team that sits 9 men, 10 men behind the ball. And that's the reason why you just won't see, the horrific type of displays we've seen from Arsenal over the last month, because like PSV, Chelsea will allow Arsenal to come out and play. So I think it's going to be quite a progressive game today, and I think it's going to be a little bit of a change. And remember, guys, even without the strike and the poor performances, we still put 5 against City here. So it's not all going to be doom and gloom, and it's not all going to be drag football. There are going to be times where we're going to come out looking decent, and I think today might be one of them. So don't be surprised if you see a decent result today, whether it's 2-1 Arsenal, 3-1 Arsenal, but there's definitely going to be goals in it. So I'll speak to you guys soon. I'm not going to do the team sheet because it's just not worth it. So I'll probably speak to you guys at half-time. I'm on the main road here, so I'm going to try and get something to eat, a little bit of lunch first before I go into the stadium. So I'll catch up with you guys soon, man, and speak to you at half-time. All right. So guys, it looks like Ethan Nwaneri has gone to the bench, and they're going with Martinelli on the right, and they're going with Trossard on the left, and then they're going with Moreno in the middle. The news for Chelsea. Remember, I told you that Cole Palmer hadn't been well the last few days, and I thought he was going to start today. Well, he didn't make it, so that's really kicked them in the nuts. I mean, they have little on the bench as well. Consider that, guys. You pay 1.3 billion to build that team, and you've got no strikers on the bench. I mean, you can't make this stuff up, can you? People talking about that's double what we've paid at Arsenal, and they still have nothing on the bench. So this game could either be a rollover for Arsenal, or it could be a massive snooze fest. Not looking forward to this one, to be honest, guys. Especially with Ranieri on the bench, it could be a very, very boring snooze fest. But I guess, look, as long as it's 3 points, I'll take it. Not really bothered about any in terms of drama that goes on in the game. I just want to leave here with 3 points, and if that happens, I'll be really happy. Yo, what's good, guys? It's half-time. Arsenal 1, Chelsea 0. Very mixed feelings there towards the end of the first half. Chelsea really coming in at Arsenal, kind of dominating the last 10 minutes or so. Arsenal seemed to have just settled into a low block, no pressing at all. They were kind of looking at the way Chelsea was struggling to develop plays and really sort of match up any kind of space on the final third. And Arsenal just thought, you know what, we're going to sit back, rest on our laurels, and sort of sit on this lead. And I didn't think that was the smartest thing to do, because while Chelsea kind of are missing a lot of stars and they're lacking forwards and creativity, you know, they've still got some quality players in there that can hurt you. And a little concerning about the attitude of Arsenal going into the first half. However, the game kind of went as I thought it would in terms of what I said in the preview of the game. The fact that Chelsea don't know how to play in a low block and they only play one way spoke volumes for Arsenal. I mean, this is what we needed in order for us to come out and express ourselves. We obviously can't play well against the low block and haven't in the last 3 or 4 games. But today, Chelsea have just decided to just come out and play us, because that's the only way they know how to. And it's opened up amples of space for Arsenal. In the first kind of half an hour of the game, total domination. Chelsea just looking lost there at the back, picking up players, trying to fill spaces, trying to defend the overload. And Arsenal was just going at them at will. And quite frankly, it should have been 2 or 3-0 up. Again, you wonder why we get ourselves into these chances and continuously miss hitting the target when we're so close. Trossard having 2 occasions where he should have used his right leg to test the goalie, and he doesn't pull the trigger, maybe because he's not confident on that leg, and then he does something else with it. So that's missed opportunities there for Arsenal. We were just trying to see this one out until half-time, and we have. But in terms of the goal, really, really well taken goal from Arsenal, and just nothing short of what they've deserved. We need to kind of recontextualise this at half-time and come out in the second half just like how we started in the first half. And none of this low block defending and inviting Chelsea on, because quite frankly, we don't have the counter-attacking prowess to take advantage of it. So I think that's something that we probably need to see in the second half. Overall, I'm happy, but don't like the attitude we showed at the end of the first half. Speak to you guys at full time. So guys, it finishes Arsenal 1, Chelsea 0. What a snooze fest. Wasn't it a good game at all, guys? I got to be honest with you. I said before the game, this is probably how it was going to go. We had amples of chance, 12 shots, 4 on target. We didn't work the goalkeeper as much as I would like, but at least we did work him. And so you got to take the small wins where you can get them. The whole point of today was to make sure that you got away with 3 points, and we did. I wasn't bothered about the performance. We knew it wasn't going to be a great game today. So I'll just take what they can give us, quite frankly. And I'm really happy that we've got this, because things were starting to slow down for us. The rest of the field was starting to gain on us, regardless of what was going on. Martinelli did okay today. My player ratings was up on here. He did okay today, but I thought that we would look more inventive. I did say in my preview, because of the sheer fact that Chelsea play the style that they do and they don't play a low block, but we're able to express ourselves, and we found a lot more space. Trossard having a couple of times where he could have done well. Balls were played through. The biggest thing that was missing today was pace, and you could see that we just don't have it. We're having to play with those kind of weaknesses, which doesn't make it very attractive for us because we just can't get into those open spaces. They close up really quickly when you don't have the pace. And so, look, regardless of the situations, I think the manager did well in regards to the red cards. We had 3 yellows, they had 3 yellows, but then we had to take them off. And so I think that was managed well. You can see Martinelli, he couldn't do 90 minutes as well today. So that's the reason why we could see Ethan Wanieri, who really did need a rest, only get 15 minutes today. It was all about the result, and I'm quite happy with where things are. Tony and Gary are looking after you guys in the studio. Cheers, guys. Have a good one. Also, good news, Fulham are beating Spurs 2-0. Turned out to be quite a good Sunday, innit? Speak to you guys later. Peace out.
We made it this far, so I can't complain. Let's take, let's take a trip down memory lane.